Welcome back on the show. This is still Sharjah International Book Fair, and as you can see below me, so many people. This is not a musical concert, it's not football, it's none of those things. This is about books, and it's so inspiring, so encouraging to see many people streaming in here just to pick up books or get their books signed. Families, individuals, different people, different age groups, men, women, children, just all here. Just fascinating to watch them coming, streaming in large numbers. You can't really tell when you see that massive crowd at the Sharjah International Book Fair. Well, most of the times you see the massive crowd, but there are times when the numbers just dip a little bit, and then there are times when, I guess, the days of the week, the times of the days, all the time and all that. But it's great right now just watching people coming in. I love this view of the book fair, by the way. It's one of my favorites because you can just look down and have an overview of what's going on in the open space here. Authors there signing their books. The fascinating building you see there is a social media building or space where social media topics, workshops, seminars are organized. A lot of young people like that place because that is a hot topic with them, as you can imagine. But it's just great seeing people come around just because of the book, so to speak. Well, today I'm going to be walking around a lot, checking out what's happening here and there, picking up a few books myself. But let's give you a bit of sights and sounds of the Sharjah International Book Fair. Join us.
The venue is the Expo Center in Sharjah, located right at the heart of the city. It was inaugurated in September 2002 by the ruler of Sharjah, Sheikh Dr. Sultan bin Mohammed Al Qasimi. 6 large indoor multipurpose halls, about 42,000 square meters of exhibition space. The vast exhibition halls make it ideal for a book fair that attracts an average of 1.8 million people each year. The crowd here looks like one that might shoot the average number up.
The crowd is massive. There's so many people. People just streaming up and down everywhere. It's incredible. I wonder when we'll start having crowds like this at Nigerian book fairs. Not many people attend our book fairs at home, and it's so heartbreaking. Could this be the key to Sharjah's impressive development? The city is well developed, it's beautiful, well laid out. It's just a great city. Could this be the key? And I mean the quest for knowledge, for information, for education, for books, the value for books and everything. It's just really impressive. And once a city gets this kind of priority right, it usually develops pretty well. Let's begin to quest after knowledge and information and books and all sorts of things back home. That's the desire of my heart right now. But let's walk around a bit more. So much walking around here. So once in a while, I just take a breather, find a corner, take a breather. Fortunately, a lot of the folks here are very hospitable, so they allow you to just sit down, chill out, and enjoy yourself. So these are moments when I try to read up on the book fair itself, not generally now. And one of the finest resources for this is this Hamzat Wal, I don't know how to pronounce that correctly, magazine, which keeps you constantly updated on happenings in the book fair. Usually very interesting articles or write-ups. So I'm just reading here about the Sharjah International Book Fair, and it says here that visitors can look forward to an extravaganza of more than 1,200 events and activities. That's incredible. 1,200. So you can imagine 1,200 events. As I sit down here, there are multiple events going on. Multiple events for kids, for writers, for librarians, for everybody. 1,200 events, all packed into 14 days. And if you do your maths, 1,200 divided by 14, you get an idea of the average number of events that are going on per day. Okay, so 1,200 events and activities featuring over 250 distinguished guests from 66 countries, including acclaimed authors, artists, and intellectuals, with over 2,350 publishers and exhibitors from 118 countries. That's incredible. 2,350 publishers are here and exhibitors from 118 countries. So it's really international in scope. Any other interesting thing here? It goes on to tell us about Greece. Greece is the guest of honor, as you know, and so many other things. So many interesting things. Over 300 cultural events and so on. So I catch up with things like this. Now, if you're talking about 1,200 events, how in the world do you keep tab on those? Well, there's an app. So the app tells you what event is going on and when, so you can catch up through the app. But then there are these books. I like them old school. So you've got cultural programs. There's everything here. All the programs are here. All the programs. You can see here poetry programs, social media, cultural programs, everything. So this can help you keep track of what event is going on, when and where. And then you're able to plan your time. Well, looks like I have another event coming up. Gotta go.
At the Sharjah International Book Fair, this is my second year of participating as an exhibitor. And it's been a very, very impressive setup. From the registration, you have to start with the registration process, through getting your place of exhibition, which is right here, through to payment. It's been very, very seamless. This is a well-planned event for exhibitors.
People say that young people like you don't read, that you don't like to read. Reading is like old school. Is that true? Tell me whether that's true, and tell me if the book fair is changing that for you.
No, I never actually believed in that theory. Never. And the book fair is a very cool place for a bookworm like me. Actually made a Kiranimo bookmark by my own, and I don't know where I left it.
This is very nice. All the stalls we are looking for some specific books for kids. They are looking for some specific writer also, and we are getting each and every language books are there. All the stalls are there. We also purchase some few books for us, and we'll study them. We'll read them. Sorry.
My name is Anaya and I really liked the book fair. It had every type of books and I found the books I wanted very easily.
Fantastic. But people tell me that people of your generation, you don't like to read. Is that true?
Some people like to read and some don't really like to read. They like to watch series.
What do you like?
I like to read.
Fantastic. Yeah, and Dad, you brought the family here. How important is it for the family to read?
So it's our first time in the Sharjah International Book Fair. So that's why I bring my kids here so they can see and how big is this fair. And normally they have habit of learning the books. So the main purpose is they can come here and they can see and can buy some physical books because every time online it's not good. So it's good to be here so people can encourage to read the physical books. So we also search for books. We found some also and we purchased some English and Hindi language books.
Fantastic, fantastic. And you lovely lady, how has it been for you? How have you found the book fair?
I love this book fair. It was so good. You can find all language books, all genres. Well, it's mystery or it's kids books, Disney stories, everything you can find over here. And except for books, even some activity toys are there. For example, painting books. But that also includes some information about the topic.
Fantastic. I asked your sister the other time that they told me you guys don't read. Is that false information?
Yes, that's false information. Most of my friends I know, everyone loves to read, and most the books I read now are all recommended by my friends.
The stars at this event are writers, chefs, artists, and intellectuals. Paul Lynch, Irish author and winner of the Booker Prize. Carlo Rovelli, Italian theoretical physicist and author. Dr. Julie Smith, author and neuroscientist. Issa Youssef, Arab author. Araminta Hall, British author. Mo Goddard, Egyptian-American entrepreneur and author, amongst others. Africa's literary icon Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie is also present. As the event winds to a close, the excitement increases. Stars don't shine brighter than American actor and musician Will Smith.
The first book that did it to me in terms of storytelling was The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. And when I read The Alchemist, there was something about the idea of hidden power, right? That there's the material world, and then there's another power that you can tap into. And the Alchemist, it was such a beautiful way to communicate and introduce the idea that you can be trapped materially, but there's a spiritual power that you could tap into to maneuver in material difficulties.
I find myself constantly coming here because, well, it's like home. This is the only stand in the entire book fair that is dedicated to a Nigerian book. So Nigerian authors and publishers out there, maybe you want to change that next year. But right now, this is the only stand at the Sharjah International Book Fair where you have a Nigerian book. So kudos to Femi Otedola, repping us well, making it big. That's the title of the book. Well, it reminds me of so many things that we need to get right in Nigeria. And I've been talking a bit about that, just walking around, looking around this book fair, thinking about home. We need to start developing value for books, for knowledge, for education. These kinds of events are very important, very important. The government needs to start putting money into book fairs. It's very important. It's not just the private sector that should fund book fairs. Government needs to put skin in the game, and then the private sector will be a lot encouraged to invest money into events like this. There should be grants for organizers of book fairs in the country. Very important. Now, talking about book fairs in Nigeria, well, as grand as this is, we've got great ones in Nigeria that when you consider the enormous obstacles that the organizers have to go through, you just have to give them a round of applause. I mean, the sacrifices, the efforts, considering that there are no grants, no investments, no participation, little participation from the private sector, no participation from government, you just have to give it to them. Right now, the Nigerian International Book Fair is growing. It's growing, but it can still grow a lot more with a lot of encouragement and support. But we also have the Lagos Book and Art Festival. That's the longest running book festival in Nigeria, and I'm always in awe of the organizers of that festival because I know what they're going through and how they're still making it happen after many years. Well, the Lagos Book and Art Festival has been on. Let's enjoy this.
The Lagos Book and Art Festival, LABAF, returns for its 27th edition, bringing together writers, artists, students, and lovers of literature and culture. Organized annually by the Committee for Relevant Arts, KORA, the week-long festival provides a platform to discuss literary works and contemporary issues, celebrate authors, media professionals, and cultural icons, and also hosts the popular Green Festival, which welcomes children to engage with books and the arts. This year's theme is Change, Imagining Alternatives. Unlike previous editions held at a single venue, this year's festival unfolds across two locations, Freedom Park off Broad Street, Lagos Island, and the J. Randall Center for Yoruba Culture and History, Unikan, Lagos Island.
And I think this is deeply problematic.
As always, LABAF features a rich lineup of symposiums, workshops, art exhibitions, book reviews, readings, and other interactive sessions.
The African novel essentially is a post-colonial work, that you can't escape it because we are in the post-colony anyway. Is that it? Do we have to be defined?
I like that word, defined, because I was going to say, when you say post-colonial, we also need to understand that post-colonialism or post-coloniality, depending on which angle one is coming from, has certain elements. And elements of post-colonial discussion, one of the prominent elements of post-colonial discussion is politics. So disenchantment with the political class. But in this text, we see that those elements which the reader will discover, those elements have been treated proportionately.
If you're going to do a writing course, this is what they'll tell you you have to do. This is the 5-act structure. You've got to do exposition, then plotting the action, then the first thing, but. Okay. I want you to understand that you cannot write a 90,000-word novel, which is the length of Orisha, unless you followed those rules.
When I first read The Dragonfly Sea, it was given to me to review by the Director of Translations in Iowa, the University of Iowa, 2019. And I couldn't stop asking myself in Yoruba, so writer about a word in Africa. I couldn't stop asking myself, we have these kinds of writers on the continent, and we say there is some people, Gen Z people argue literature is dead, writing is dead, nothing is happening. It's not true. It's because they've not read the right writers.
This year, several cultural and literary icons receive honorary awards. The festival upholds its tradition of dedicating each edition to an individual. For 2025, Kayode Aderinokun, chair of the Kore Trustees, is being celebrated in honor of his 75th birthday. His book, Inferno in the Rain, revised edition, is being relaunched 3 decades after its initial publication.
So in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, we unveil herewith.
Another major highlight is the 20th anniversary of the Green Festival, a platform that has inspired and nurtured young readers for 2 decades.
Celebrating 20 years, you know that you're doing something good when you get to that number of years. And so first I congratulate them for doing that. Children and the environment, that's what Kate is about. And it's such an important advocacy. Why is that? Because we know that the environment, we thrive, everything we get is from the environment. So if we destroy it, where is the future going to be? And who are the future? The future are the children.
When you invest in the future, it's a worthwhile endeavor. And so that is what Green Festival has been doing.
I love how they embrace culture here and how they celebrate all the kids there. And it's an exciting and thrilling one.
We need to keep reminding children of their importance because they are undoubtedly the future of this country.
The whole idea is to educate young people about environmental issues using the creative arts, such as poetry, such as drama, literature, writing, photography, drawing, all the different genres of the creative arts.
Night fell, but the reception showed no sign of winding down.
After days of stimulating conversations, performances, and cultural exchanges, it is clear that LABAF 2025 has upheld its reputation as a vibrant intellectual feast.
As people come here to learn, to network, to volunteer, to do a manner of things, they take away some of the lessons from here to the workspaces where they work in the professional circles or informal setups or even in the world of arts generally. So there's an impact that the creative economy has on the entire economy itself that you cannot take out of it.
I love the consistency.
I love the consistency because in this part of the world, sometimes getting sponsorship for this kind of a thing is always difficult, and some people start this kind of projects and after a while they give up. I'm happy that they've been able to sustain it.
When we pick a theme, we go out to look for books that respond to that theme, that help us in the journey of interrogating that theme. And so we're hoping that, with conversations like this, you can release thought forms into the environment.
For the wider literary community, LaBAF 2025 leaves behind renewed inspiration and a collective reminder of the transformative power of the arts.